What's up, everybody?
Hey, welcome back to the Crocker Life.
So this is the Crocker Life.
That's us.
We have a lot to do today. As you guys saw in the last video, we're building a pig dominion.
Yep.
A new pig pen, but the ground is difficult.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we gotta go get an auger.
Yeah.
It's also tiny house build day.
Yeah.
So we gotta work on the tiny house.
You got a lot.
And gotta go into town to upload all the things. So
It's gonna be a long day.
it's gonna be a long day.
This is the reality of our days.
Yeah, but let's get to it.
Let's go. Home away from home.
That's right.
Yeah, trying to get an auger. I don't know if they have any.
So we looked online and said they had some online.
Yeah, it's not looking promising though. Maybe. No. Let me see. I gotta see from this side.
Yeah.
No. Is that one in the back?
Is that one in there?
I think they have one, but I don't know if they have the actual auger part. It's hard to
See?
tell, but it looks like they might have one.
We might have to go inside and ask.
See what they say. They had some.
Yeah, we got the last one. And what is it, the 9-inch?
Yeah, I got a 9-inch auger.
Yeah, so I'm pumped right now. This is gonna make doing that whole big fence area so much easier, or actually, we're able to actually do it, right?
Should work. I could probably slide it off.
Finally, to breaking out the auger. Went up to the tractor. Turns out it needed to be fixed, so we had to go back in town, get something to fix it. My baby fixed it.
To an extent.
Enough to move it.
Yeah.
Now we can finally break out the auger.
I hope we have all the parts for this.
Yeah.
I've never done this before, so we'll see. It's brand new.
Oh, it's something you have to put together.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
Not what I wanted.
It's not what I wanted.
So right off the bat, we see that we already know, for one, we don't have a socket this big.
Hell no. Not that big.
That's a big one.
I thought it'd be somewhat together.
Yeah.
I expected to put a little bit together, not the entire thing.
Man, I just feel like everybody talks about the dream and how awesome it is.
You don't want this dream.
How awesome it is to build it.
Today's been a nightmare.
Oh, it really has. But I mean, again, nothing good comes easy.
Nope.
There's always going to be obstacles, and then it almost feels like the Lord tests us one thing after another.
Yeah.
All we want to do
Just want to work.
is work, and whenever you can't even work, it's just, I mean, it's frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot on this part.
Yeah, I got you, baby.
It's one of them days. I ain't crying about it and I ain't sulking.
Yeah.
It's just without saying much, it's been one of those days.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's reality. We are on raw land, trying to develop it, trying to do what we gotta do. We got animals. We're building a house from the ground up. Just us two. It's hard.
Yeah, if it can go wrong, it went wrong today. That's for sure.
Definitely. If we only captured it all. But, yeah. So, this pig dominion was only supposed to be like a couple-day project. And here we are. But it'll be okay. At the end of the day, it's gonna be worth it. In the end, it's just, again, it's just a struggle. But we'll get there.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
Yeah.
I was thinking if we were having to do it with the T-post driver, it'd be a long time.
Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a changed man, ladies and gentlemen.
Am I?
He's got a
I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
He's got a Playboy on the other side.
It's coming together. I know we said we didn't have the right size, the wrench or whatever, but right now we're just hand tightening it. And then we also don't have
Oil.
the lubrication for it. So, if you are getting an auger from Tractor Supply, 1, you need a bigger wrench thingy, and then 2, you need the 90W lubrication.
And then just buy one that's already put together.
And then also just buy one that's already put together.
That auger, or the drill bit part, I think we got it all, minus the lubricant, and then we need to tighten those bolts, but this, I feel like that should be tighter. I wouldn't trust that straight from Tractor Supply.
And then also there's one more step. Jared pointed this out. We're ready to go now.
Ready to work, people.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get them in
Let me lift it up.
there. Probably need a little help or just lining the bolts up, really. Slide down on top of it.
Ha ha ha.
Tighten. I don't know what size that is though.
Alright, I'm gonna try and give you guys some perspective. So right now, I am where we're gonna put our barn dominium. So behind me is where the big pond that Jason started digging, and then Jared dug some as well. That's back there in the Pew Pew range. In front, oh, you probably can't see, but where the tractor is, that is where we are working on the big pen. That's where, you know, we're gonna put a barn. I'll face this way so you guys can see behind me. We're gonna put a barn, just the big old pen, the pig dominium, everything right there. And then over here, I don't know if you guys can see the flagpoles and everything, that's where Jared's place is. So you can kind of get a little bit of lay of the land. Again, one of these days we'll do like an actual, maybe a drone shot so you can see it all really. Yeah, and we got Dexter Tree right over here. If that helps, I don't know. But Jason went to Tractor Supply for the 3rd time today. He went to go get the lube and the new wrench thingy so we can actually get this going. We need to get the cement in there. Again, it's just been one of those days. One thing after another. This pig pen was only supposed to be a couple day build and then get back to the tiny house. And then after doing what we need in the tiny house, get back to making the big old pen area. But, you know, if you've ever worked on projects, you know, nothing is as easy as you think it's going to be. And we did try to just focus on the tiny house build, but the other to-do list, it just got so stacked up where it's so overwhelming. We have got to figure out how to divide out all the tasks between building our tiny house and taking care of everything else out here. There's just so much to do. There's so much to do, and we're doing our best. We're getting it done, and really just doing our best and trying to keep a good mindset about it is all you can do. You know, we're trying, and we hope you guys can understand that. But while Jason's in town getting the rest of the things, I'm going to do something and clean out this side by side. All 3 of us use it. All 3 of us just dirty it out so bad. Same after this. I'm gonna clean out the truck. It's just another little thing on the to-do list. It's just stuff like that that if we're focusing on just the tiny house build, it just gets worse and worse and worse. All these little tasks, and it just builds up. So much to do. We're getting it taken care of. My baby's back. Got the gear. This side-by-side is cleaned out. I know it still looks dirty, but all the trash and everything like that, well, we just put stuff back there, is out. I didn't give you guys it beforehand. So we are getting the auger on. We're going to dig some holes and put some mint in
It's
so it
late
can
in the
set.
day, but
Yeah,
we're gonna get it done.
it is 6:20.
20.
Yeah, my watch is 5 minutes behind. So it's 6:20, and we have been going for almost 12 hours.
And barely getting anything done. But
I mean, this is just again, the reality. One obstacle after another, and you just like don't let it stop you. You just keep going. Our goal was to get this, get the holes done.
Yeah.
And that is what we're gonna do today.
For everyone saying, you probably even got the wrong stuff. ADW90.
Woo!
ADW90.
Why should put it in there? Feel like it. Stay on your nose.
Yeah.
That's how I like to stay. You like it.
It lets me know I'm alive. So, always turn it off when you're gonna put this on. Because if that starts turning, it'll grab your hair, your clothes, whatever, rip your arm off. It'll get you.
And nobody makes a Mahindra look better than my baby.
Let the lubrication go for a second. Kind of just letting that lube work in. Going down.
There it goes.
That's probably a really deep hole.
Let's measure. Oh my gosh.
Lesson learned. 32 inches. Well, I guess if you clear the dirt, 30, 31 inches, and I was going for 2 feet.
So,
A little deep. It's okay. I'd rather it be deep than not deep enough.
right? So do we just put more dirt in?
Yeah, you just fill it back in. So
Oh, much rather put it back. That thing just worked.
it did. I gotta get the hang of this though.
But this has gotta be a million times easier. We've already got half the holes done in just such a short amount of time. Oh, big dominium. guys, last one. Look at them all. Woo!
They may not be perfectly straight down, but there's holes. It probably took us, what, 15 minutes, maybe?
Oh,
not even.
Not even.
To do all of these when it took me all day yesterday.
Literally
to
all
try to
day.
hand dig.
So,
oh, sometimes we may not finish in the first day, but we will get where we're going.
that's right.
For these, we used a 9-inch auger. We had the option of buying a 6 or a 12. 12 is way too big for what we need. 9's right in the middle. 6 is basically what we had on the little one, and that would have been good for a 4x4 post only, but we are trying to do a lot of fencing. We did see the comment said should put water in the holes and all that stuff. I've done that in the past and it's great. We actually have water now. That just takes forever. With doing all the fencing, we knew we would need this auger, so definitely a big investment, but we have it now. We have a lot to drill and do stuff with.
We have so much fencing to do, guys.
Oh, that's just this spot.
Yeah, that is, again, this just spot.
We're gonna redo our front gate. We're gonna do all sorts of stuff. So
again, this property is never ending. I won't pull a barley. It's never ending. There's so much to do always. It is more than just the tiny house.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we did try to just focus on the tiny house, but the list just got way more behind.
Yeah, it just gets bigger and bigger, so.
And then things get worse and worse.
Yeah,
so,
one thing we do have to figure out, we were gonna try to start to cement posts, but I started thinking about it. As you guys can see, it's deep. It's about 26 inches, which is great. We're going for 24. The thing we're trying to do is put hog panels. So the hog panels are 32 or 36 inches tall. I don't remember. I want to say 36, but it could be 32. That's a little low. So to reference on here, right here where my hand is 32 and 36 is right here. So a little less than waist high. Goats could easily, battery died. But 36 is about right here. Goats could jump over easily. The pigs, and again, new battery. These GoPro batteries suck. Yeah. But our dilemma is, the cattle panels are about 36 inches. Do we keep it at 36 and the goats could potentially jump in?
Do your little thing.
What?
Your little diagram with your finger in your...
Yeah, earlier when we were filming this, she wasn't filming.
And I wasn't filming.
So, pretty much, our cattle panels, it's the pole on the ground. Our cattle panels will be like that.
Hog panel.
Hog panels, because people will correct that.
Yeah.
And then this is the ground down here.
This is the ground.
There you go.
Showing it off.
Yeah, so should we do it like this, or where the pole sticks up, you have your hog panel, but then on top, you have another rail, so there's a gap between. So it'd be 3 foot and then another foot to make it 4 foot. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
I think it should.
I don't know. I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah. It'll make it more so where the goats will be less likely to jump in.
Yeah.
They'll jump in if they want to jump in, but I think with all the area out here, and I think another misconception, I guess, is I think people think we're only going to leave the pigs in this alone. Yeah. This is more of like a holding place, their home, where we feed them, where they know they have the water.
Where Miss Breakfast pops out the cutest
pig
babies there ever was.
We'll be able to fence them off. This is just their little section that will be theirs only. Then we can open it up and they can go out to the rest. Jared, I mean, he dug a pond, it's got water, everything. It's already like ready to go.
Yeah.
I think he did a video on it, or at least showed it, but I showed it at the beginning of the last video, when digging.
Yeah, and then too, if we need to make a couple pens for the pigs too, we can always add on.
Yeah.
But again, this isn't just where they're going to be the whole time.
No.
So another misconception about today.
Yeah.
This is not a misconception. We were cranky.
You were, I wasn't.
So,
it was just a day where everything went wrong, and we're not trying to edit this out. We're not trying to make it seem like it's just all perfect. We have our bad days, and I think you know, it's the same thing, you know, with you guys at home. You have a bad day.
Especially when you're working on projects.
Yeah, and especially if when you're doing stuff like on a farm or a homestead or a ranch or whatever, it's nonstop. Animals will mess something up, your tractor mess up. There's always gonna be something. A big misconception is we're still working on the tiny house.
Yeah.
It's just, this is a priority in our eyes. May not be in y'all's, but in our eyes, our animals come first, and it's just the way it is.
Always. And then too, we did try to just focus on the tiny house build.
Yeah.
Because again, honestly, that is kind of what pays for everything here.
Oh, YouTube-wise, 100%. Yeah.
And so we did just try to focus on that. But the list of things to do out here just got so big, and we got so behind. And then that's just so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming to where it's like, we have got to do other things besides the build.
Well, yeah, and I think that should speak volumes, is we're literally, and I know this sounds bad, but it's the truth, like YouTube's our job, we're willing to lose a little bit of money and momentum on that to make sure the animals are where they need to be, because at the end of the day, they are a priority, and you know, where they're at was a temporary thing. We absolutely love the animals. We were trying to get it to where they can have their water set up, their own little areas. It needs to happen.
Again, and we have the best animals in the whole world.
Yeah, we really do, and I think that, I'm sure that's how most people think.
Might be a biased standpoint, but we have the best animals in the whole world.
Yeah,
we want to give them the best. So this is where we're at. And if you guys don't support that, then
you don't support us as people. Y'all just want to see house building, which is fine, and we get it. We don't care.
Then just watch that channel.
Yeah, that's basically what we're trying to get at. Is if you want to watch building on the house, it's the Crockers. If you want to watch,
we have separate channels.
Yeah, if you want to watch everything else, it's this channel.
But if you do want to see a handsome face every day, watch all the channels.
That'd be Coffee with the Crockers.
Everyone we put out, baby.
I guess technically we post this just as much as Coffee with the Crockers.
Yeah.
So,
and then, guys, doesn't he look good in orange?
Hey, Wobble family.
There it is.
Wobble with the wobble with the wobble with it.
It's the end of the day. Jared's live right now. And so, you know, we gotta mess with him a little bit. We gotta have some fun in our day. It's been a stressful day.
I knew you were gonna walk right through that stage.
Baby.
You gotta look where you're walking.
Maybe I need... It is the camouflage.
Camouflage.
Guys, did I tell y'all that we got 2 donkeys on the property? Look. 2 jackasses. 18 people watching this train wreck.
Bradley, you still have camouflage.
The only time we can get Jared to put in some water is when he goes live.
Yeah, I know. Hey, water's amazing.